Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 50. I'm 50... Oh, I'm an idiot. 68. 18 episodes off, all right? I thought we were 50-something. No, we're at 68. Oh, shit. That means that next week's episode is going to be hilarious. I can't wait. I'm 23 and that shit still amuses me. I'm not going to say the number on this podcast because this is episode 68, all right? And we don't talk about any other kind of numbers or episode numbers, but I think you know the next one, you know what I'm talking about, is going to be some comedic gold. Really. I mean, next episode, you're going to have to get your family, sit them down, and be like, guys, I want to introduce you to the funniest podcast in the world. And you just hit play, and you just listen to me introduce the podcast, and then you hit pause, because I'll never be able to top that intro. There's no way I'll be able to top that. So there you go, guys. Next episode is going to be a great one. This one might be a little bit mediocre. In fact, I have started this podcast, and I've realized that I need to use my inhaler, but I don't really want to pause it because I've just started and I feel like I'm on a roll. So I'm just going to use it now, and you guys can listen. All right, let's get back into it. So, what have you been up to? You've been hitting the gym? Hey, have you been healthy this week? Have you? Have you been doing whatever you're supposed to do relative to your body type? If you're a fatty, have you stopped eating donuts? Huh? Or have you just indulged too much? Have you got no self-control? Is that what you've done to yourself? Well, look, you need to stop that. All right? Stop eating donuts. They're not good for you. Dude, I've never bit into a donut and then being like, yeah, that was a good idea. like they're good, but I have one bite and then I go for the second one and my body has like just caught up with what I'm doing. Like have you ever had a deep fried Mars bar? I've had one once. Right? If you don't know what a deep fried Mars bar is, let me tell you what it is. It's a deep fried Mars bar. There is no explaining to do. They fucking deep fry a Mars bar. If you're not from Australia, it's like this incredibly rich chocolate bar, right? So they just deep fry it and then they give it to you and they're like, oh, it's food. It's not food, right? It's fucking, I don't know what it is. It's not even poison, right? But if you've ever bitten into a Mars bar or even like one of those hectic fucking donuts that are all the rage now, you ever walk past those donut shops and there's like, they've all got dumb names? Like the Johnny Potter, and it's like fucking diabetes. It's like, don't pretend this is a fancy thing, all right? You are the obesity epidemic, and just because your shop is set up with pastel colors doesn't mean you aren't fucking killing kids, all right? So fuck off with your fancy donuts. We don't need them. They should never have been invented. That's what I'm saying. I've never bit into a donut and been like, this was great. I don't regret this. Because you have one bite and it's good. But then you have the second one and your body, it just goes, hey, hang on a second. Hang on. What the fuck are you doing? Like, do you ever feel your body when you eat something that's just horrible, like a deep fried Mars bar or one of those fucking super donuts? Like, after you get through the second mouthful and your body realizes what you're ingesting, it goes, whoa, hang on. There's more of this? Because I'm pretty sure that first bite was like the most amount of sugar we've ever had in our lives. You can't do this again. Why are you doing this? Do you want to eat this? Is the momentary taste worth the amount of fucking pain I'm gonna have to go through to get this shit out of your system? Is that what you think I am? A fucking garbage disposal? And then everyone goes, yes, you are, and ignores that feeling inside their body that is supposed to let them know when they need to stop, when they're eating something bad. I think we need that. Like one time I had Windex and I physically couldn't go through with it. I put, no, it wasn't Windex, it was dishwashing liquid, right? So I was fucking around with Jazz. This is years and years ago where, and this just proves how dumb I am, right? So I'm fucking around with Jazz and we've got toast, and just for a laugh, I put dishwashing liquid on toast that she just made to annoy her, which was pretty juvenile, but also pretty funny. But then, right, she goes, oh, how could you do that? And I'm like, I bet you wouldn't take a bite. And she goes, oh, yeah, I would. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't. And so she picks up the piece of toast and she takes a bite. And then that fucking competitive thing in my head goes, well, shit, if she's taking a bite, I got to take a bigger one. Even though I knew full well how horrible that would be, right? But just because I'm intelligent and I know the consequences of my actions doesn't mean I'm going to fucking be a pussy. Am I right? So I take a massive bite of the dishwashing liquid toast, and even before I swallowed it, my tongue tasted it and my whole body was like, what are you doing? Don't do that. And it was horrible. Like, it wasn't even a bad taste. Like, the taste wasn't bad. It was just this reaction I've never had before of, this is poison, spit it out. And I think we need to somehow figure out how to train the body to do that with donuts. Also, after I swallowed the piece of toast and felt like shit for about an hour, Jazz told me that she didn't actually take a bite. She just tricked me, and I'm stupid. And I'm never going to forget that. Been with her for 5 years and I haven't proposed, and she wonders why. No, the real reason is I couldn't marry someone smarter than me. That's the fucking problem. Maybe if she gets hit by a bus and she gets retarded, then I'll put a ring on it. But until that day, no fucking way. Why was I talking about donuts? Oh, yeah, I was bagging out the fatties. Stop eating so much. And now it's time for my side of the fence, all right? The skinny cunts, all right? The guys out there who you look like a tent when you put on a t-shirt. The girls out there who are starving themselves to death because they want to look like some fucking Instagram girl that photoshops her hips to an unnatural degree. Eat a fucking donut. Go to the gym, all right? No one likes a bag of bones. I don't know what I'm talking about. The point is, guys, I'm shaming you because I've been going to the gym really well, and no one can shame me. I'm sitting here. I used to be in a glass house when I did this shit. I used to, but now I'm sitting inside a stone fortress made of fucking protein shakes and weightlifting weights. Yelling out my window at the fatties and the skinny cunts who walk past, like, hey, at the gym, you fat fuck. Right? Because I've been doing my job well. I've been going to the gym 3 times a week for the past month now. I'm going to do that for 2 more months, and then I think I might step it up to 5 times, depending on if I have enough time. Otherwise, I'll just do more when I'm there. But it's going really well. I've put on 5 kilos, so I am now over 75. I haven't weighed myself for a few days because I think that's fucking weird. But I should be 76 or 7 or something. Basically, I'm trying to get to 80 or 85 because I got a big project coming up that I want to look good in. So that's the goal, and it's been going incredibly well. And let me tell you something, I'm hanging out for that compliment from someone that doesn't see me every day, right? I got it from Jazz the other day of, oh, you've put on weight, you look good. I was like, fuck yeah, right? But I need it from like an acquaintance. That's when you know that it's real. Like a friend or someone that sees you with your shirt off all the time, right? If they compliment you, doesn't mean shit, all right? That just means you've gone once. But the moment an acquaintance compliments you when you're wearing clothes, oh, fuck, you've lost weight. Oh, shit, you've put on weight. That's when you know, right, it's fucking happening. So I'm hanging out for that. I'm going to let you guys know when that does happen. But till then, I want to talk about the lure review that I put out, which was, I did a lure review on Patreon, and basically all of the people making heaps of money on Patreon, because I was looking at it, I was trying to figure out who was making the most money, because I was like, surely there are some people making way more than they should be making, right? There's got to be a couple of sellouts on this platform. It can't just be... basically, I have no faith in humanity. There has to be some cants going on here, and I was not disappointed, right? But what was interesting was Patreon, when they show, you can, there's an option for them, you Google Patreon's highest earners, and Patreon has an article that tells you all of the people making money, and it's basically really, really great creators that deserve to been making shitloads of money. Like there's an animation education fucking channel that's pulling in $30,000 a month, which sounds like a lot of money, but then you realize they have 5 full-time animators employed, and you're like, oh, okay, so they're still probably making $2 a day. But, you know, that budget is obviously being used, you know what I mean? It's not like some fucking douchebag who does daily vlogs making $100 million a year, and then he sets up a Patreon to help fund his nothing, you know? And that's kind of the route that I've taken with my Patreon, is every time money comes in, I'm like, this is not my money, this is money for my production, and I put it back into the fucking hole and see if it comes out, right? But I was looking at the highest earners, and I was like, nah, all of these guys are great creators. Something's going on here. So I found another website that lets you see like a numbers-based top ranked, rather than Patreon telling you who makes the most money. And every single person just about makes anime porn. It's incredible. Like they draw weird anime porn. Like I was looking at stuff, and there was this one profile, and it was just beautiful pictures of Disney princesses. And I was like, wow, these are amazing, but why is this woman making $30,000 a month? And I was reading through the description. She's like, I'm Anna. I draw Disney princesses and blah, 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 and I do digital art, and you can see my time lapses on YouTube. And I was like, this is really great, but why would you pay $30,000? Why would you pay her $3 a month? I don't get it. And then down in one little sentence down the bottom, she goes, also, I draw them having sex. When you just couldn't see that unless you were a patron. And that's when I realized, no shit, that's why you're making that much money. Because if you think about it, if you are into, right, if the only thing that can get you off is cartoons having sex with each other, someone has to draw that. You know? Like, that's so specific. A very skilled person who's not only good at drawing, but also good at drawing people sexually. Like, how do you make a sexy drawing? Like, what do you do? It's fucking 2D. Like, how do you jack off to something that lacks a dimension, that has one less dimension than you? Like, what do you print it out and you hold it like a piece of paper and you look at it and you just like, I don't get it, right? And the reason why you got to pay for that shit, I figured it out, right? You're not just paying a good artist, but you're paying someone who has the ability not only to draw Jasmine from Aladdin having lesbian sex, but also someone who has the ability to accurately guess what color her nipples would be. Because when you're dealing with Middle Eastern girls, that can be a fucking gamble, right? They could be red, they could be brown, they could be pink, they could be fucking black, right? But it's even harder when Aladdin's fucking girlfriend never takes her top off in Aladdin, which, I'm not going to lie, I don't think it would have improved the movie, but it would have made this girl's job a lot easier when she had to fucking draw them on her tablet. So that's what you're really paying a premium for. Is areola tonage guessing. A professional areola tone guesser. That's what you're paying money for. And then I got further into these fucking Patreon people making heaps of cash, and this is a whole culture that I had no idea existed. I knew about the people getting off to fucking anime porn, right? Chinese cartoons having sex with each other. I get that. But I didn't know there was this massive subculture that was into playing like role-playing sex video games that, of course, were also anime. There's this huge thing called Monster Girl Island, and it's a full-on game. Dude, it's like Fallout, where instead of living in a nuclear wasteland, you live in a magical fuckland, and everyone just wants to have sex with you. Like, it's the ultimate loser dream game. Do you know what I mean? Like, you log on, and immediately, for the first time in your life, someone wants to have sex with you. I mean, you know, it is And it's crazy. And you know what? I looked at the gameplay. It's really well made. It's incredibly well made. And the person making it is raking in like $30,000 a month. And it's like World of Warcraft, where you got to pay a monthly thing so that you can play the game. So, I mean, I imagine it's the same demographic of people who play World of Warcraft. Lonely virgins looking at fucking... it just blew my mind. Anyway, so I did a video on it. If you've probably already seen a video if you listen to this, you fucking keno. But in the video, I also talked about how this cosplayer, Jessica Negri, she makes $30,000 a month as well, and she makes costumes and shit. And I basically did a little joke about how, you know, obviously the only way to make money on Patreon is by making anime sex games and drawing people having sex with each other and incorporating cosplay. I just basically took all of the most obvious traits of these people making heaps of money and put them together and said that I would do it. And I said that I would draw Jasmine from Aladdin having sex with Elsa from Frozen while Jessica Negri watches and casts spells. And I put that video up, and my Patreon went nuts to the point where I'm a little bit disappointed in you guys. I have been trying to get people on my Patreon for the longest time. I'm like, look, it'll help me buy equipment. It'll help me pay other people to film videos. It'll help me make my content output a lot quicker and a lot higher quality. But that didn't get you on board. What got you on board was I'm going to draw a terrible fucking picture of Disney girls having sex with each other with Jessica Negri. That's what got you over the line, really? If you're listening to this and you pledged at that point, I don't like you, all right? I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of your choices in life. I'm not a fan of your behavior. I don't understand you. I don't get it. And you know what? After my Patreon jumped up, it literally jumped up 100 people. 100 extra people. I have never seen my Patreon grow that fast than when I fucking promised anime titty sex shit. And it makes me incredibly disappointed. And then, but you know what? The day after it jumped up that much, I went out and I bought myself a really nice wireless microphone that I can use to film interviews on the street to make better videos for you guys. And I'm holding it in my hand here and I'm looking at it and I'm just thinking, this thing was paid for with fucking weirdos who want to see me draw lesbians having sex with each other, and I'm holding it and I feel dirty. I feel like a prostitute because as soon as this podcast finishes, I'm going to go and have to draw it. Because the month is almost over. All right, if you haven't jumped on Patreon, if you give $5 a month, you will see my drawing. I don't know why I'm plugging it. I don't want any more people to sign up to that reward tier. Pick anything else, all right? I don't want people to see this. Right now, I said if it reached $2,000 a month, I would post a picture on Instagram. And you guys can't tell because the month hasn't ticked over, but it's fucking incredibly close to that. Like, less than $20 close to that. And it's the 28th when I upload this, right? Sunday the 28th. So I'm praying to God that I don't have to upload this. I've got the 29th, the 30th, so I've got until Wednesday, right? And hopefully nobody else will jump on the Patreon, and then I won't have to put it on Instagram. Dude, I can't put it on Instagram. It'll get me fucking banned. Like, I'm going to do this properly. I think I promised that. I can't even remember what I said they would be doing in the video. Because I wasn't planning on doing this. It was just entirely ad-libbed. I think I said something like fucking Jasmine will fist Elsa while Jessica Negri watches and casts spells on them. Like, I don't want to put that on my Instagram. It's going to get me banned. I fucking know it will. But if it hits $2,000, I'm going to have to do it. So, fingers crossed here, ladies and gentlemen, that it doesn't pass that fucking mark. Because if it doesn't pass the mark, only people who have pledged the $5 get to see the drawing. So then I'm pretty much safe. That's only, like, 200 people, right? That's a very small amount of people. And I don't think more people should see that shit. So I shouldn't even talk about it on here. Any bets, there's only really needs to be like 3 fucking smart ass cunts listen to this be like, I'm going to give him $5 and then just put it on Instagram. I think I said Instagram. I hope it was Twitter, because you can post porn on Twitter, but I bet I said Instagram because I'm stupid. Anyway, the point of this story is 2 days after I did that and my Patreon jumped up heaps, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Bought my microphone, started filming stuff with the mic, and then I get a notification from Patreon, and it says, Jessica Negri has started supporting you on Patreon. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a fake account. Some smartass just signed up, called their account Jessica Negri. So I check my notifications, I go and I click on the account that just pledged to me, and it goes to them, and they're making $30,000 a month. It's the real fucking account. Then I check my Facebook, and her real Facebook account has commented all over the video where I'm talking about drawing her having lesbian sex with characters and about her tits. And then she signs up for the $5. Like, on one hand, what a good sport. On the other hand, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you really want to see that? I wouldn't give $5. Like, if she said she would draw a picture of me getting fisted by the genie of Aladdin, I'd be like, yeah, nah, fuck off. I don't want to see that. Not interested. All right? I mean, unless you can draw an animation where, I don't know, you fist my ass and then the genie comes out of my mouth like a rubbing of the prostate lamp, that'd be kind of interesting. But I'm not... That's disgusting. I started talking and then I started picturing it. That's gross. Anyway, but here's my dilemma, guys. I feel like, even though she's pledged the money, I have to send her the picture through Patreon. Like, it's a private message. Now that she's supporting me, I can message her whenever and it's going to pop up on her phone. Do I break the ice? I don't know what to do, right? I haven't even thanked her for signing up privately. I've thanked her publicly, but not privately, right? I don't know if I can cross that boundary. We're not friends. But then I don't want the first thing that I say to her to be an image of her in, like, having... Like, I feel like I'm sexually harassing her, even though she's the one paying me. Like, I bet there's a dominatrix, right? If you were a dominatrix, I bet every, 18 months, you would have a request by a client, like, that you would do, but you just feel like you're harassing them, even though they're paying you 10 grand to do it. Right? Because you got your everyday vanilla fucking spanking a dude on the ass, but then some weirdo will come in with this incredibly specific request, write it down on 3 pages of paper with fucking diagrams and blueprints, and you'll go through it and you'll agree to it, and then you'll start figuring out how you're going to execute it, and you'll get halfway through doing that, and then you'll go, I'm harassing this person. This is not good for this person. That's what I feel like right now, because I'm about to sit down and draw her having sex and doing all this weird shit, and then I have to send it to her privately, and then I have to wait for her thoughts. What do you think? Do I say, what do you think? Do I just send her the image with no text? Do I go, hey, Jessica, here's the image that you asked for. I don't know what to do. So, I don't know. Seriously, let me know what you think I should do, how I should approach this fucking topic, because I'm not worried because she's like a famous person or anything. I just feel like a real fucking creeper doing it, and I can't figure out a way. Really, it's for me. It's not for her. I can't figure out a way to word the message when I send her the image that won't make me look back through my message history and go, you fucking weirdo. Like, you're ever in the shower, you're thinking about nothing, you're having a really good morning, and then this memory of that awkward fucking thing you said to that guy or that girl, and you go, you idiot, you're an idiot. Even though it happened like 3 years ago, you're still mortified by it in the shower just because you remembered it. I don't want to go through that. When I look back on that time, I sent Jessica Negri a picture of her having lesbian sex with Disney girl characters, all right? Even though she's giving me $5, how do I approach this? Let me know. I seriously would value your opinion. Also, if you would like to jump on my Patreon, actually, don't. I don't want to put on this. Don't fucking... don't Google it. Don't support me, right? Wait till next month, all right? If you're going to jump on, I'd appreciate it, but just wait till next month. Don't do it now. I don't want to fucking put it on Insta. Okay, what else am I talking about today? Oh, yeah, fucking speaking of the wireless microphone. So I wasn't joking, I did pick up a really good wireless microphone that I can film Vox Pop. So a Vox Pop is like you walk up, you see it on TV all the time on comedy shows. A guy on the street will be like, hey, what do you think about this? And then the guy will be like, oh, something stupid. And then everyone would laugh. Basically those things. I want to do those for the new series that I'm working on, which is getting closer and closer to being released. 2, maybe 3 weeks away from now. No promises, but that's what it's looking like right now. But I filmed a fucking great segment. I'm not going to ruin any of the jokes or anything, so don't worry. You will see the video, though, and I'm very, very happy with it. I went to, today, an anti-vaccine rally, and holy shit, I have never been in the vicinity of such a concentrated dose of fucking insane. Like, it was crazy. And I talked to probably 20 to 30 different people, and every single one of them, bar 1 or 2, were just nuts. Like, I walked up to these 2 girls to ask their permission, because obviously I'm not a cunt. I was asking people's permission if I could film them. These 2 girls were like, oh, no, you can't film me. I've got a stalker. I was like, all right, cool, no worries. And then I started to walk away, and then they both started talking to me about the New World Order and all this kind of shit. About the New World Order and fucking vaccines and how they're being followed and all this kind of shit, and I just couldn't. It was the craziest shit. Like, it was legitimately, oh, you don't even know you're crazy. Like, that's insane. I'll say some shit and I'll be like, yeah, that's fucking crazy, but I believe that and I can recognize that it's crazy. But that's not crazy, right? When you go, yeah, that's a little bit insane what I think, that's not crazy. Crazy is when you say some shit that you know is true, right? Deep down in your soul, you know is a fucking fact. But every single person listening to you talk goes, that person is fucking insane. That's when you know you're crazy, is when you don't know you're crazy. So if you don't think you're insane, you probably got schizophrenia, go shoot up a school. Don't shoot up a school. Oh, man. I should edit that out of the podcast, but that would take me about a minute of work, and I can't be fucked. As you guys know, this is the lowest quality podcast on iTunes, and boy oh boy, I plan to keep it that way, all right? But yeah, so we went to this anti-vaccine rally, and I should get that. I should read out that note that guy gave me. So lots of people handing out pamphlets and shit. I have it on my phone. I took a photo of it. Craziest shit I've ever read in my life, right? So there are lots of people handing out pamphlets, and this was when, I'm not going to ruin the joke, but I was being fairly obnoxious, right? And everyone could tell that I was being a massive cunt. You will see in the video what I was doing, but it was very rude. It's very funny, but it was very rude. And everyone was yelling at me, swearing at me, but there was this one guy who came up to me and really, really nicely gave me this pamphlet. Like, he gave it to me in the way of, oh, he just doesn't know. That's really sad. The poor guy doesn't know how bad vaccines are. I'll give this to him. Maybe he'll read it in his spare time and he'll learn something good. Like, it felt like he did it for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't to spread his ideals. He was like, I'm going to educate this poor boy because he really needs to know this information. And he gave me this pamphlet, and I didn't think of anything of it. Then, as I was going home on the train, I remembered it was in my pocket. And I unwrapped it and I looked at it for the first time, and fucking hell. So the title of it says, We Are the Walking Dead. Vaccine death equals autism. I don't know what vaccine death is. Is that when you get killed by a vaccine so hard that you come back to life and you turn autistic? That doesn't make sense. And there's a picture of the Grim Reaper on it, so you know, right, that it's serious. And it's like dot pointed, like in the way that a Word document would do automatically. So it's clearly written by the guy who gave it to me, just in his bedroom, all right? There's about 30 different points. You know what? I'll put it on the Spearhead Sundays Facebook page. If you check the Spearhead Sundays Facebook page right now, while you listen to this, you'll be able to read this. But I'm going to read There's like 30 different points, but I'm going to read my favorite ones, all right? Here's the best one. Doctors and surgeons originated from butchers, in all caps. Sure, go visit them if you have a broken bone or need stitches or even an amputation. And then there's another dot point. However, they know zero about holistic human health. They are not healers. What does that mean? Doctors originated from butchers. So, no, they don't today. That's not the career progression that we have today, right? And by originated from butchers, there would have been back in medieval times where you fucked your finger up so bad that you knew you just had to get it taken off. Where do you go? You go to the guy with the sharpest knife in town, the fucking butcher. That makes heaps of sense. All right? Back in medieval times, that was a great idea. If you needed a finger chopped off, go see John down at the butcher. He'll do it in the back room, all right? But that is not how that works now. Like, you don't... Like, I've never seen... I had a lot of friends who went to high school and they wanted to become doctors. I'm pretty sure 100% of them went to fucking university and started getting a PhD. I don't think any of them went to a butcher and started to work their way up from there. I worked in a butcher. I never saw a single surgery, all right? I saw a lot of butchering being done, right? A lot of meat being sold. But never did I see one person go in and be like, hey, doc, can you vaccinate me and give me autism, mate? Oh, I just came back. I just had a coughing fit. Dude, I think I got something from... I was hanging out with unvaccinated people, about 200 of them, for fucking literally 4 hours. I think I've got whooping cough. I'm going to die, guys. Although I was vaccinated, I don't actually even know that. I'm pretty sure I am. I don't know why my mum thinks anti-vax people are stupid. How often do you get vaccinated, though? Now I'm actually a little bit worried now that I'm thinking about this. I don't know if I'm vaccinated, and I just hung out with a bunch of anti-vax morons. Guys, this might be the last episode of the podcast. All right. So, here's my other favorite one. You can read all of the rest of them on the Spearhead Sundays Facebook page. Not Lewis Spears, all right? Last time I said check Spearhead Sundays, everyone went on my fucking main page and started yelling at me because it wasn't there. Look at Spearhead Sundays, all right? So... here we go. All right. You are already on the autism spectrum if you have ever been injected with a vaccine during your childhood. This dude reckons every single person who has ever been vaccinated is autistic. Every single one. Dude, what the fuck does a non-autistic person look like? Jesus Christ. If you still retain independent thought, then you are one of the lucky ones. In their books, you are classified as a failed experiment. It doesn't make sense. And then there's a whole bunch of shit about how they're creating Walking Dead, kids without souls and mechanical brains, like full-on schizophrenic shit. It was crazy. I've never been around that many crazy people. But the video that I filmed there, which I think is hilarious. I've just finished editing it as I put this up. That's why this podcast was up Sunday night rather than Sunday morning, was because I went to the protest in the morning to film there. And I'm very proud of it. It'll be part of the new series. It won't be the only video because I'm going to be doing a lot of different segments in the new series. But you will see, all right? Let's get into the worst part of the podcast, all right? Miscellaneous bit at the end. Now, let me tell you something, guys. Miscellaneous bit at the end is the worst part of the worst podcast. And I got to say... going through that anti-vax rally, there were a lot of people there who would rather listen to Miscellaneous bit at the end than be vaccinated against polio. And you know what? That says a lot, because being vaccinated against polio, evidently, is awful. Like, it makes you autistic. Although I'd say listening to this podcast is kind of like a litmus test for autism. It doesn't make you autistic, but if you enjoy the podcast... you probably are. All right. Oh, man. I actually have a really bad cough. It's probably because I was yelling. That's what I keep telling myself. Fucking neck minute whooping cough. All right. Dear Lewis, Recently, I started a small business on Instagram where I hand make dream catchers. I received a private message from a disgruntled follower who claimed my work was cultural appropriation. Oh, here we go. Was cultural appropriation if I was not of a native Indian descent, and that it was offensive to sell these significant symbols of their culture. I had no idea of this, as I always enjoyed making them for fun, and my friends always told me I should sell them as I could make some money doing something I enjoy. I've had multiple people tell me not to worry about it and continue, but I've also had people advise me to make alternative dream catchers, meaning without the web in the circle. I'm a little confused, and I want to hear your take on this situation and what I should do from here, as I've stopped making them for now until I decide. I'll attach a screenshot of my work so you get an idea. I'd still rather be sacrificed by the native Indians than listen to miscellaneous bit at the end. P.S. We saw your Melbourne show on Friday the 14th and we thought it was unreal, absolutely loved it, and would see you again. I had the 14-year-old sister. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, thank you very much, Amanda. Really appreciate that. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Look, the cultural appropriation thing, I understand some of it. I do understand some of it, but for the most part, I think that it's fucking bullshit, right? I think, to me, cultural appropriation is literally just how the world works, right? One culture comes up with a cool idea, another culture looks at it and goes, fuck, we should do that too, and then there you go. That's how we got the internet. Right? If you want to fucking talk about cultural appropriation, only the people who were born from the town where the cunt who invented the internet can use it. I don't know if that was white people or Asians. Could be a bit of both, but the point is, no Indians are allowed to use the internet. And then who the fuck is going to help you with your TPG, right? When you call broadband and you're like, hey, my fucking internet's broken. The Indian guy's going to answer the phone and he's going to be like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. That's cultural appropriation. That's an oversimplified view of it, but I think for the most part it is bullshit. Like, if you're walking around, if you dress up as an Indian and you do the whole fucking Indian headdress and the tribal face paint and all of their cultural shit, and then you dance around being like, look at me, I'm an Indian, aren't I silly? And you mock them, then yeah, I think that's stupid. You shouldn't do that. It's a little bit racist. And it's using their culture in not a respectful way. Because obviously their culture is very important to them. They did come up with it. But I don't think it's disrespectful to partake in it unless the reason why you're doing it is to make fun of them. Do you know what I mean? Like if an Asian guy grows up with a bunch of white guys in a trailer park and he chews tobacco and fucks his cousin, right? Who's to say that he can't do that? That's how he grew up. That's the culture that he was influenced by. Of course he's going to do that. If you connect with something that another culture does and you honestly, truly do it because you love that, I don't think there's any issue with it. I do understand it in the sense that if you were, Amanda, if you were like a multi-million-dollar company and you started mass producing dream catchers and then all of a sudden all of the traditional Indians who made them and make them, you know, in their culturally significant way, they went out of business because they couldn't compete. I understand that. I think that's disrespectful, but that's just the evil machine of capitalism. I mean, I'm not going to tell them that they can't do that, but I do understand why that would piss them off. If I invented some cultural thing and then some white dude in a suit with millions of dollars just started making it and you were like, do you even care about this? And he goes, nah, I just like money and you had a good idea, so fuck you. That, I understand, is disrespectful, but what you're doing, clearly you like this shit, and you're doing it because you're good at it, and you know, you're just doing it because you like it and you want to partake in that culture. I don't think that's disrespectful, and I think that's the whole cultural appropriation argument has some merit, but I think that it does go over the top. Like, to say that you can only partake in your own culture's ideals doesn't make sense. And really, I think a lot of the people from that culture would disagree. Like, some of the most fun I've had is teaching people who have no idea about my culture how I do things and letting them join in or joining in with someone else's culture. When I started going to shisha bars for comedy, and I was the only white guy there, and I learned all of this shit about Arabic culture and Muslim traditions and all this kind of shit from Muslim people and Arab dudes and girls. I was like, fuck, this is cool. And they genuinely enjoyed having me there and learning about it and partaking it. And then I could teach my friends about that shit. And then, you know, that's just how culture works. I'm like, hey, fucking, did you know that Arabic people share their food? That's something that I learned that Khaled taught me, right? I remember one night we went to KFC together and he ordered all of this KFC. And I was like, fuck, that's heaps, man. Are you going to eat all of that? And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, you ordered enough food for 3 people. And he goes, yeah, I know, there's 3 people. And then I was like, because he was like, what do you guys want? I was like, I'll get some popcorn chicken, I think, intending to buy it myself, right? And then he just places this massive order. And then he puts it on the bonnet of the car and everyone starts eating it. And I'm like, I'm watching people eat the popcorn chicken and me being the white guy is like, that's my popcorn chicken. And I'm like, hey man, you're eating my food. And then all of the Arab guys go, what do you mean? I'm like, I wanted the popcorn chicken. You're eating my food. And they all just go, no, it's not your food. I'm like, yeah, you ordered the chips, I got the popcorn chicken, he got the fucking nuggets. And they're like, no, it's not your food, it's the food. We share the food. And that blew my fucking white mind. I was like, what? And that is, from what they told me, is totally normal behavior. They just make a shitload of food and everybody has some, nobody gets their own thing. Whereas white people are like, this is your plate, this is your plate, that's your plate, and that's your plate. If you go for seconds without fucking asking me, I swear to God, I'll stab you in the eyes. Don't touch my peas! Don't fucking touch my peas. That's white people eating dinner. Arabs, they just put it on the table and everybody gets whatever they want. And honestly, thinking about it, that is so much more fun. That makes way more sense. I hated asking for seconds, or when I got 1 sausage and I wanted 3, and then someone else had 2 sausages and they ate 1.5 just not to be rude. It's like, you don't even want that fucking sausage. It makes so much more sense to put all the food in the middle of the table. And if I did that, it'd be cultural appropriation. So, I don't know. Yeah, the cultural appropriation argument to me, it has some merit. But look, it doesn't sound like you're doing it in a way that's like, haha, fuck traditional Indian natives. I'm going to make my own shit and take all of their money. It's really just you partaking in a thing that you really enjoy doing. And as long as you're doing that in a respectful way, I don't see what the issue is. She asks what I should do from here. And honestly, don't respond. Don't fucking engage in that shit, because the amount of times I have seen someone yell at somebody else, be like, you're cultural appropriating this, and then they will respond with, well, actually, no, I'm doing this because I really enjoy it, and I grew up in that culture, and even though I'm white, I was around it, and I was influenced by it, so this is how I live my life. The amount of times I've seen that reasonable response get fucking trashed in the media and online is ridiculous. So don't even engage with it. I would just ignore the message and keep fucking making your dream catchers. And I don't know. I don't know about dream catchers, I will be honest. I don't know if they're like a religious fucking thing for native Indians. I don't know anything about it. I'm Australian. I know a bit about Aboriginal culture here. I suppose it would be kind of weird for a white guy to sell boomerangs and didgeridoos, but you know what? All the fucking Asians are selling them at souvenir shops, and no one gives a fuck about them. I've never seen an Asian person get in trouble for cultural appropriation. It's just white cunts. So do whatever you want, sell whatever you want, just don't be an asshole about it. That's my advice. Alright, next question. Hey cunt, I met a girl called, my name's Sam, I met a girl called Sarah a few years back through school and work, and we became friends pretty quickly. After about 2 years of being friends, things started to get weird between us. It started when my brother and I had invited out a few of our work friends over for pre-drinks before our work Christmas party. By the way, the subject line of this email is "Girl is fucking obsessed with me." So I knew it was going to be a good one. Alright? So, Invited a few friends over for pre-drinks before our work Christmas party. Sarah came along too. I mentioned something about a podcast I'd been having with another girl over Snapchat. 5 minutes later, she gets up to go to the toilet but doesn't come back for a fair while, and apparently she had been crying because I was flirting with another girl. Just to be clear, Sarah and I had never had any romantic or sexual history together whatsoever. That's weird as. Later that night, while at the Christmas party, she confessed to me that she's liked me for over a year. I told her that I just wasn't looking for a relationship for the time being, but I still wanted to remain friends. So you're friend zoned her, Sam. Good on you, mate. However, the not looking for a relationship part was a complete lie. I just wasn't interested. Now, that's a proper friend zone, that is. And I only told her that to spare her feelings, as she was already tearing up as it was, plus she's a very emotional drunk. Oh, that's the worst shit. Things did go back to normal for a while until we both went to a friend's house party and the two of us plus a couple of others crashed for the night. There was a bed that her and another girl were supposed to sleep in for the night, but they both decided to sleep in the lounge room with me and my mate, and she insisted on spooning the entire night and morning. A few months, that's weird, mate. A few months went by and we were both out clubbing for my 18th. Why do you hang out with this chick so often? I thought she was a fucking workmate. Is she a workmate? Oh, my brother, our work Christmas party. I feel like, do you work with her? You've known her for over a year. It sounds like you work with this chick. That's weird as. Stop hanging out with her. It's pretty simple. I think the answer is going to be, yeah, just stop fucking talking to her. Blah, blah, blah. We went out clubbing. Okay, so now they're clubbing for his fucking 18th, all right? She had planned on crashing at a friend's house who happened to live across the road from me. However, that friend already went home a fair while earlier, so me and my brother said she could share a taxi with us. When we got home, she found out that our friend was locked out of her house, so they both crashed at our house, and of course, Sarah wanted to share the bed with me. As soon as we got into bed, I rolled over and pretended to fall asleep. Oh man, your friend's only the fuck out of her. This is great. This is revenge for our entire gender. This is great, mate. I'm thoroughly enjoying how hard you're fucking stonewalling this chick. But I also got to admire her persistence. Like, it's very inspiring. The next 2 or 3 times we were both out clubbing, she asked my brother if she could crash at ours for the night, and out of politeness, he would say yes, and she would sleep in my bed every single time. How many times is this? Like 5 times? I ended up having to tell my brother to stop letting her stay. Dude, you should just be like, dude, don't keep inviting her to her house, all right? Next time you invite her to her house, you gotta fuck her, because I'm not doing it, all right? Someone needs to fuck this girl. Blah, blah, blah. At this point, she claims to have gotten over me, and she only wants to stay the night because her house is a bit further out, and it's expensive to get a taxi to her place, which I don't believe, although the expensive taxi part is true. Also, while out clubbing, she tends to follow me around all night like a lost puppy, which makes it very difficult to pick up. So she follows you around clubs, cock-blocking you, and then tries to get into your bed, and you just pretend to fall asleep so often to the point where you have to ban her from your house. This is great, man. You tell her to go away. After another night of clubbing. Okay, also, your problem is you go clubbing too much, mate. It's shit. They're fucking holes. The friends we were with, we were all catching a taxi. The friends we were with were catching a taxi to the same place, except for me and Sarah. So we decided to share a taxi to my house, which I would pay for, and then she can pay the rest of the way to her house, and that way it was way cheaper for her. That's a good idea. About halfway through the taxi ride, she told me that she's been texting her mum, telling her she would be home soon, but apparently her mum wasn't replying. Then, without my knowledge, she texted her mum saying never mind because she was going to stay at mine, which apparently got an immediate reply. She then told me, and I was obviously not happy about it, but I was too drunk and tired to bother arguing, so I just went with it. It's fairly obvious from the way she acts around me that she's still into me, even though she claims she's not. And to top it all off, I started talking to the original girl I was Snapchatting at the start of the email, but she doesn't want to upset Sarah by dating me, as they used to be friends ages ago before she dropped out of school. This other girl has some serious trust issues, which is making it difficult enough as it is. I know she's into me, but she's not ready to date me just yet, and the whole situation with Sarah is making it very difficult to move things into a relationship with the other girl. My question is, how do I tell Sarah to leave me alone without being a cunt about it, as I still want to remain friends with her? I've tried telling her I'm not interested, but she still won't leave me alone, so I kind of need to be a cunt to get my point across, but not so much that I'll ruin the friendship. Cheers, can't have a shit one. Yeah, you're right. You're going to have to ruin... I think you're going to have to ruin this one, man. You're just going to have to... You're going to have to run... You don't have to ruin it. You're going to have to run the risk of ruining it. You have to really hardline this girl and say, look, I am not interested in you. I need you to stop trying to make it happen. I know you keep coming to my house. She knows what she's doing, bro. She's going to play dumb if you pull it on her, but what she's doing is... Dude, if I did that to a girl, I'd go to jail for stalking. Like, forcing myself into her house and so I can sleep in her bed and following her around all the time and ruining potential relationships with other people that she could have. That's stalking, dude. You got to give her the hard line and say, leave me alone. I'm not interested in you. You're ruining my chances with other people. I'm really sorry, but I just don't like you like that. You're either going to have to get over it or we can't be friends anymore. You're going to have to hit her with the ultimatum. You need to stop. And also, you are never allowed to sleep at my house ever again. Because really, if you think about it, if you're friends with someone, they don't really sleep at your house. You don't lose anything by doing that. You just need to hit her with either get over me or we're not friends. Also, you are never allowed to sleep at my house ever again. Please don't ask me because the answer will always be no. Even if your house is burnt down, I'll drop you off at a homeless shelter before I let you sleep in my bed and fucking give me a hand job while I'm asleep. Go away. So yeah, that's my advice. I think you got a hardliner. You might not ruin the relationship, but if you do, is it really that much of a fucking loss to lose a friend who's just around because they want to have sex with you? You know what you should do? You should talk to some girls, man, because girls deal with this shit every day of their life. Talk to some girls. They're experts at this shit. But my advice is you need to be honest with her. You're never going to sleep over at my house. I'm not interested in you. Get over me or we're not friends anymore because I don't like it. And with that, guys, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you very much for listening. Really appreciate it. If you would like to support the podcast and everything I'm doing, jump on Patreon, but do it in like 4 days so I don't have to put this fucking shit on Instagram, all right? Patreon.com/LouSpears if you want to help me pay for the hosting costs of the podcast. Every episode I put up makes it more expensive for me, so that helps me pay for it. So if you like this, give me a couple bucks a month and we're even. All right, thank you very much, guys. I will see you next Sunday. Have a shit one.